Can you smell it? YouTube is changing. And if you felt a little like, wait, why is it harder right now? You're not alone. I've made millions of views across 10 YouTube channels in my YouTube agency. And what I've noticed is that everybody was hoping that AI will make YouTube easier. It did for like 11 minutes. But then it made bar higher and the competition even more furious. So today I'm breaking down 5 YouTube trends that will make or break your content in the nearest future.
You want to see what's going on here?
Starting with the first one. In 2026, YouTube called itself #1 streamer in the US. It now reaches over 244 million US adults. And the device it's betting on the most is a pager. Wait, what? It's the TV. You might think, okay, not a big deal, just more people watching YouTube on TV right now. But it is actually an entirely different experience compared to watching on the computer or on your phone. This allows you to reach an absolutely new massive audience that uses TV as a default to watch YouTube videos. But only if you know how to make this experience enjoyable. I see those stats every day. Now, an average of 20% of users across all my portfolio are watching YouTube content on TV. And YouTube states itself that channel earning 6 figures from TV are growing 45% year after year. Let alone the fact that YouTube streams Oscar and FIFA World Cup, and it's a big deal. That is why in October 2025, it rolled out a bunch of new features to help TV users have a better experience. These include 4K thumbnails, AI upscaling, immersive channel previews, better show organization, channel prioritized TV search, and QR-based shopping on TV. Yeah, okay, but what does this mean for you? Just as YouTube takes care of this segment of their audience, we should also try to tailor our content in order to please the TV viewer. Now, let's think about their experience. TV viewers sit about 3 to 4 meters from the TV screen. They can't click, they can't read the tiny text. They also need and want to watch your content. So here's what we already do inside the agency. We now use QR codes for all the CTAs in our videos. As I said, TV users cannot click anything, but they can scan it. So when you invite people to your landing page, you want to offer them a freebie or invite to another social media, take 1 minute to generate a QR code for that website and put it on screen, like this. Just Google QR code generator and you'll find a bunch of free, even login free options. So we now use 4K thumbnails and the video when it's possible. Now, if you don't have a 4K camera, like I don't use that too, but now it's more important than ever to make sure that your content is crisp and high quality. It is easier to do with just putting the light source closer to your face. And when you use the screen share, I recommend switching from Loom, if you were using some of these web apps for screen share, to OBS or QuickTime Player for Mac. But even more easier thing to do is something that I've been telling on this channel for a while. Make the objects bigger. When you edit or even when you create thumbnails, it must be skimmable. So make sure to use big objects on your thumbnails. Don't leave a bunch of like empty space. Fill that all up with what you want to show. So to sum it up, YouTube bets on TV. And this means that we need to tailor our experience for TV users too. Here's a simple TV checklist. QR codes for CTAs, 4K thumbnails and the footage, if possible, bigger tags and elements on your thumbnails and titles, and the editing. I know some of you might be thinking, oh, okay, I've got to worry about the TVs right now, on top of worrying about AI. But honestly, I think you should worry less about AI. Yep. AI hype is completely overestimated. Let me tell you real quick where the trend is going with AI and what it means for your creator business. So in July 2025, YouTube monetization policy renamed repetitious content to inauthentic content. It means that channels with inauthentic, unoriginal content is in trouble and can't get monetized. This is why you have seen so many channels getting demonetized recently. Also in May 2026, YouTube made AI labels bigger and more visible on the content that has some AI involved in it. Mostly it's related to AI avatars. And what this means in plain terms, YouTube is drawing a more strict line between AI-assisted expertise and generic AI slop. And this benefits creators that create unique and creative content. And it punishes low-effort, templatized publishing. So don't worry, you and your educational content are gonna still thrive. But here's something else that you should know. There are still many AI-assisted channels popping up here and there that use AI heavily in their content, but they still don't apply for inauthentic YouTube policy. Like one of my clients who just started this new channel where we post tutorials to expand his brand. It has the AI avatars, it has AI scripts, all that jazz. But before you start feeling left behind, there's a huge but. He has 3 people on the team doing that. Now, who's got that? So you are not competing with those couple of people who can hire a team that would manage an additional channel for their AI content. You are competing with the rest of us. And we all have the same access to all the AI opportunities there. It equalizes creators and their productivity. We all were here, but we all elevated our content and made it faster and easier with AI. So it kind of like everybody's on the same field. If it's not encouraging, I don't know what is. If you want to start using AI in your content, but you just don't know where to start, click here. I made a video about this previously. And this is not the only good news that I have for you today. This next trend allowed my new client to quit her job and do content full time. So I got this new client recently. Shameless plug for our results in our first 30 days. So she just left her corporate job to spend more time with her 10 months daughter. And the only reason she was able to do that is brand deals. Last month, she collaborated with OpenAI on a short form content. And later she got her first deal for YouTube. And if we keep getting the same results that we are getting, soon she'll be charging $5K for a short ad. And it's not even a huge channel. The thing is, brand partnerships are flooding YouTube right now. Let's see why this happens and what's the simplest step that you can take to benefit from this opportunity. Now, if you're not familiar with how it works, usually a company reaches out to you or you reach out to them. They're asking you, hey, can you make an ad of our product in your video for like 30 to 60 seconds? And you said, yeah, sure, it's $1,000. They say, great. And suddenly you become a media company that sells ad slots in their content. But why exactly right now brands are flooding YouTube with money? The thing is, when creators mention their products on the YouTube videos, viewers are 13 times more likely to search for that product and 5 times more likely to buy. YouTube sponsorships not only explode, but they also cost more on YouTube than anywhere else. And the reason is, first, because YouTube is evergreen. No matter how long ago the video was published, people could still search for that tool, that product that you're recommending by just typing it in search. Or if it's a really good video, it can blow up and bring the views years after. It's long form, so it builds bigger trust because people watch the ad for longer. And it's discoverable because it's on TV, on computer, on the phone, in search, in Google search. Brands love it. I have another client who recently told me that he now cannot get rid of these brand partnership offers. He now has to hire a VA to manage the email box for this. And the recent video where he partnered with Claude got us 30,000 views. Of course, brands want to go on YouTube. It would be stupid not to. The more brands want it, the more you can charge. Supply, demand. If you're new to brands, no worries. YouTube is like a mummy. It takes care of you too. And here's what to do. Go to your YouTube studio, click Earn, download your media kit. This contains all the data that's important for brands. And now you can use this document to go and pitch brands. It shows your reach, the audience, etc. This way you get higher chances to get the deal because you look like a professional creator. Quick hack that we already started doing with clients. If you already have some brand sponsorships on LinkedIn, TikTok, or Instagram, just offer those same brands integration on YouTube. There's a big chance that they will say yes. So to sum it up, brands are flooding YouTube right now. 3 reasons for that. YouTube content is evergreen, discoverable, and long form. One quick simple step how you can land a brand deal is to go to your YouTube studio, download the media kit, and look like a professional creator for brands who you share it with. And if a brand ever pushes back on your pricing, you should tell them about the next YouTube trend because it can easily triple your reach in the long run. YouTube is becoming a trend that dominates search, and knowing these upcoming changes will make you a step ahead of the competition. Let me prove it to you. Traditional SEO is dying the way we knew it. And when I look for something, like I Google it, I rarely now go to the articles to read the entire article that sounds like AI slop, and also who has the time for that. I typically go to AA mode and read the summary of everything I need, which contains the answer to the exact question I have. But SEO is not dead. Is just changing. Before, you needed to rank in the first page on Google. Now you need to be the cited source in those AI responses. But wait, there's more. They're launching something right now that's called Ask YouTube. So instead of typing the keywords, viewers can now type the exact specific inquiry, like tips on how to teach my kid to ride a bicycle, or cozy pillow for minimalistic interior design. Then they can ask in the follow-up questions to refine their inquiry. Ask YouTube pulls the resources from all the YouTube data and the YouTube Shorts too, and gives a structured interactive response. It isn't testing mode yet in the US, but do you see where this all is going? Now, in order to rank for specific inquiries, you need to get cited in AI mode and adjust your description descriptions and titles and videos itself for some specificity. For example, don't say, create a project in Claude and use it for content generation. No, you need to say, go to Claude in the desktop. Previously, you need to say how to download the Claude to desktop. Click on projects on top left corner. Yes, that's specific. Click the plus icon and upload your brand kit. Like the exact buttons to click. All the sources you're using in your tutorials. And be as specific with their inquiries as possible. Not only because it's an SEO hack to rank in search, but also because it elevates the viewer's experience. And as YouTube states itself, its search is working not only based on the specific wording in your descriptions or in your titles, but also based on the likes, comments, engagement, and all those viewer satisfaction metrics. So to sum it up, SEO has changed. It's becoming more specific and AI oriented. Here's what to do to make your videos more search optimized. Talk to specific viewers, give them detailed answers, optimize your descriptions and titles for more specificity, and increase the viewer satisfaction, because this will always be the #1 goal for YouTube. Ranking in search is pretty straightforward. You create something that people search, but it's still unpredictable sometimes because you don't know what inquiry exactly will a person have or what videos you compete with. Fortunately, last year YouTube released a bunch of features in their YouTube studio that removes a lot of wall spaghetti throwing from your YouTube strategy. So the problem I see with half of the creators that I work with is that they jump straight into scripting and filming and publishing, when the biggest levers that you can have on YouTube is actually ideas and your packaging, thumbnail and title. And YouTube is now giving you AI tools to master exactly that. Unlike changing the design of YouTube Suite icons, which was pretty useless, these features will allow you to get views more predictably. Let me show you 3 features that are non-negotiable right now for my research process and strategy. First is AI Studio. So you've probably seen this little spark icon on the right corner of your YouTube studio. Click it and you'll see that there's a chatbot. And now you can ask it all the questions you want about your analytics. So before I was like clicking all those filters in the analytics for hours. Now I can just ask this AI Studio what it thinks, and it will give me some new insights, not only the ones I have based on the analytics. It's more accurate since it already relies on the data of your particular channel. I love it, you probably can tell. The most useful questions that I keep asking all the time is, what topics would my viewer want to watch? This helps with generating ideas. What topics tend to perform better on my channel? Which is basically the same thing. And also I'm asking why some videos performed poorly. If you don't know what to ask or how to use it, don't worry, it already has some pre-built templates for you to click on. It's so easy, it's so intuitive, so go ahead and try it today. Inspiration tab. It helps you generate idea based on your channel data. It shows what your viewers, not some random people, would want to watch from your channel. So go to content, inspiration, and see what comes up. You can also try different keywords and see what comes up with that keyword you want to film on. But fair warning, it's still doesn't have good titles, so it has good ideas, but you need to title that idea much better. And if you want some ideas, templates, I created a document with 100 title templates that you can download by the link in the description. Title A/B testing. Now you can test not only the thumbnails for your video, but also titles. So this created an entire feud among YouTube strategists because some say test absolutely different thumbnails, different thumbnail concepts, and different titles. Some say just change one little thing in the thumbnail and test 3 similar thumbnails. So I'd say that there are 2 types of creators: the smaller ones that have like less than 1,000 impressions per video, and the bigger ones. And they should utilize this feature differently. For the smaller ones, it's not even super helpful to do those A/B testing because you better track your CTR right 24 hours after you publish the video than wait 14 days till YouTube A/B test finishes. But if you are a more established creator, if you already have more views, then I think the high effort version of this is testing entirely different concepts. But if you don't have the time or the budget, I recommend to test similar concepts, just changing the text on the thumbnail because it makes the biggest impact. Also, you can test the face expressions. This is the second important element of the thumbnail after the text. Or if you have resources only for one thumbnail, just test the titles. By the way, if you like this tip so far, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I will really appreciate it, and you'll get more content like this. One more feature is collaborations. It is a native way for two creators to collaborate with each other to get their content recommended to some new audiences of that other collaborator. This one is really cool. If you have some colleagues in adjacent niches, then it's totally worth to reach out to them, to interview them. Especially it's good if you can meet them offline and record a video together. You can publish a video, and in the editor tab, you go to collaborator, you click there, you add them, and you send them the link so that they accept being the collaborator. Isn't that cool? So previously, the only way to get more reach beyond algorithm was paying for YouTube ads that don't work really well for growing YouTube channels. Now you can collaborate with somebody, which is basically the same ad. You artificially almost reach the new audiences. So I think it's amazing. Now you don't want to collaborate with somebody from the same niche. I mean, you can, but it's like your competitors. But the optimal way to collaborate is to find someone in adjacent niche. For example, it could be sales and marketing, developer and product manager, workouts and nutrition. The main thing is that you share the same audience. For example, guys who are deep in tech, who want to find a tech job and who want to know what's going on in the tech industry. If this is your audience and somebody else's too, then it's worth to collaborate with them. This time, as I promised, I cut through the noise and showed you only the features that make total sense. But if you want all the features that rolled out to see if you might need some others, I created a video on all the new features a few months ago, just when they rolled out. So click here and watch it if you want, but only after this video, of course. Obviously, come on. So here are 4 YouTube Studio features that we are now using as non-negotiable. Ask Studio, YouTube Analytics on easy mode, Inspiration tab, find ideas worth recording, Title A/B testing, get more clicks on your videos, and collaborations, reach newer audiences. Whew, these were all the trends that are shaping creator business in years 2026-2030. It was TV first era, more viewers watch YouTube from TV, and we need to optimize their experience for that. Brands flood YouTube, and YouTube sponsorships are more valuable than anywhere else. Search and discovery. AI-driven discovery rewards creators that answer questions very specifically in their content. Studio tools. Reduce the time it takes to create a solid YouTube strategy. Authenticity and AI. There's nothing to worry about. YouTube still rewards authentic and original thoughts. On a personal note, I think that no matter what trends are coming, no matter the new features that YouTube is rolling out, it's always going to be about human connection. As long as you show up for your people, try to understand their psychology, their pains and problems, and create a content that will help them, it means that you already won. You are useful. And you already go above and beyond just because you're watching this video right now. So try to implement 2 or 3 hacks that I listed above in this video, and you'll be ahead of 90% of creators that still run YouTube channels as it's 2022. Okay, so this video shows how I use Claude in my YouTube workflow, and this shows the best practices for your YouTube thumbnails. Which one would you like to watch next? Please choose faster because they are gonna disappear now. Anyways, hope you have the most wonderful day. Goodbye.